Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. And now, right here, I'm back in the old setup again that I've been using since day one. But of course, when the cold started to set in, I couldn't necessarily use this. So, I figure it's about time that with the weather becoming much warmer, that I now start to come back here. And so let's get started. I'll be talking about spirits. And now there are multiple types of spirits out there. There are the kind of spirits that can be found in whiskey. There are the spirits that are usually involved in determining one's afterlife. And of course, there are spirits that happen to tell us a story about someone or something. Now, I'm going to move on to the whiskey ones first because I just don't know how it makes sense or whatnot, because after all, whiskey is whiskey, just like beer is beer and wine is wine and so on. So I can't really make justice of how spirits are supposed to be an acclamation towards alcohol. I mean, if anybody would want to tell me what it means, then well, I guess I can let you explain to me what is going on. But as for spirits that determine the afterlife of one's death, I'm not entirely sure how my own would happen to go, because I'm just one of those that happens to go along with the flow and suggest that after death, there's nothing at all. When you die, you just die. That's the end of one person's life, in a nutshell. We don't see anything that can happen to them, unless, of course, we can find ways to zombify them or reincarnate them. But until then, we are stuck in the present, with little to nothing at all. But of course, to prevent death, we do have ways of revival, as well as some ways of keeping the body alive. Certain organs that would function just to keep the rest of the body intact. But of course, when brain dead comes around, that's the problem. That's what can make death a possibility in one's life. Brain death is the big leader in the causes of death. It stops functioning, then you stop functioning. That's pretty much how it is. And I know so. But to talk about the spirits that happen to tell us different stories around there, if they're tall tales or just simply reality stories, like the kind I like to read on a daily basis, then there's many to know about. Of course, we have reckoned about the many spirits that came around to tell us about how America had originally been founded. The many founders of America itself, they've all signed documentations. They've all gathered around. They've all come to the fact that this is an independent nation, and it always will be. But that's just one spirit out of millions out there that I probably won't really have a lot of time to talk about, because after all, there are so many other things that are pretty much left out. I should be getting to those as soon as I can. And speaking of other subjects, well, soon. Next time. But if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.